Periscope feed. But if you find us on Cosy Killer and just cosykiller.com, and then you'll find our... Are we on everything now?
We are live on everything now.
We're live on everything now. Does that mean we can start?
Yes. So
Do we have to start again?
Yes.
But they can't see you on that one, look.
Oh, one sec.
There we go.
So we are streaming live on Periscope, on Kickstarter, on Facebook, on Twitter, because we are doing a Kickstarter currently called Cosy Killer, and it's like a one-person murder mystery subscription box that you get to your door.
So for those who don't know what a subscription box is, you've seen those magazines where you have like a load of matchsticks and you can build something rubbish at the end of it, like a boat or a windmill or something like that.
Instead of building something rubbish,
you can solve a murder. You can solve the murder, so you're basically building a case for the murderer. So that's what Cosy Killer is. So a lot of murder mysteries you have to get more than one person to play. And this is the only murder mystery that I know of that you can play completely by yourself. So you don't need anybody else with you. You can just play it by yourself. It arrives once a month. There's got lots of interesting intrigue and puzzles within it. And so what we're doing to try and explain kind of what puzzles are like is that we've got puzzles live on our Kickstarter campaign. You can enter daily, and you can get rewarded with gingerbread men.
Have you got a gingerbread man to hand? Did you eat the gingerbread man?
I haven't eaten the gingerbread man. Have you put it in your cupboard?
It's a gingerbread
I've
man.
got Hyper's crisps. They're not gingerbread men.
It's a gingerbread man, but it's like this. Because it's a gingerbread man. Where's it gone? I don't matter. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're live streaming to talk to you if you're interested and want to know more, or if you just want to listen to three women ramble on for an hour.
Two women ramble on.
It's like 2.5 men, but opposite gender. And are you Charlie Sheen?
I can't find the gingerbread man. We must have posted it out to somebody.
Yeah, probably. Are you going to be Charlie Sheen in this scenario?
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
I need hair like that.
How lucky with the ladies do you get?
How lucky with the ladies do I get?
Not
as
lucky
lucky as
you.
you.
Well, that's outed me. Okay. Wow. Everyone now on Facebook knows. Thank you. Well.
She's gone red. So, I'm Jo.
I'm Della.
And we're basically talking Cosy Killer. So for those of you who haven't heard our current quiz, we've got 2 quizzes that are still live, and we've only had a couple of correct answers on both of them, haven't we? So there's still some gingerbread men available. We are offering 5 gingerbread men for the competition each. So there's actually about 10 gingerbread men. Only 2 have been taken by different people. So we've probably got about 6. So Della's putting it in the chat on Kickstarter. So if you are on the 8:34 a.m. train passing from Grimsby Town,
It's too hard.
changing at Sheffield and passing through Derby, not Derby, which detective could meet me on the 12:40 p.m. train? So that's the first one. And if you look on our Kickstarter page, we've got another one with pictures. Where's the picture gone? Ta-da! Another one with pictures on our Kickstarter page, and you've got to connect all these pictures up.
Yeah. To make
2 detective duos. So if you want to see those pictures a bit closer, if you go onto our Kickstarter campaign, onto the update, you'll see the pictures on the update. And then all we're asking for you to do is tell us which 2 detective duos those pictures all make. So that's our quiz for today and yesterday. And we've only had 1 correct answer on that. So if you want to come back to us with some answers, that would be great.
Musical interlude.
Musical interlude from Della. Anybody know what that instrument's called?
Yeah. That's not a quiz. You won't win a prize, but does anybody know? It's got the branding all over it. Does anybody know what this is called? I'm moving this too fast that you cannot see it.
I don't think anybody can see it, can they?
It's got a face.
And it's got a mouth.
There you go.
And if you answer it, you might get to hear it again.
And if you don't answer it, you can choose whether you want to or not. Passing through... I'm typing this up. Jo, entertain them.
Entertain them with what?
Dance.
Entertain them with dance.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to see me dancing on... And no, it doesn't work too well.
Pledging, you just got your money's worth there. There we go.
We did used to have a burlesque dancer in the office, and she was fantastic, and she could have done a whole burlesque routine, which would have been great.
I was about to say something about burlesque routine,
No,
and I decided
don't
not
say
to,
anything.
as soon as we are public. So, if you've just joined in, you don't know who we are. I'm Della, this is Jo, Emma's hiding behind the computer, and we are doing a Kickstarter called Cosy Killer.
It's a Cosy Killer Kickstarter.
Yeah, and every kind of day or so we release a new fun quiz for people to. Oh, what are you doing?
I was trying to see if I could share it again on Twitter. There you go.
Yeah, and we're doing like a fun conundrum quiz that's free to enter, and you can win a ginger dead man, which is a gingerbread man but dead. Yeah.
Ginger dead man but bread.
Yeah.
Or gingerbread man but dead. It both works.
God, this lighting makes me look like Casper, the friendly ghost. And look, I'll
And we do look a bit washed out, actually. We could always pull the shutters down and then nobody would know we're in the office.
We don't have blinds in the office. We just have to go down and pull the shutter. So, yeah, we are going to do an hour-long live stream of us giving you conundrums for you to solve.
And asking questions. So if you've got any questions about Cosy Killer, then ask away. There's a couple of you following us on Kickstarter, so hello and thank you for watching. But do tell us where you're from, what kind of things you like to back. You might not like to back our project, that's fine. Not everybody likes to back everything.
That's okay, just join us.
But just join us on the chat, have a chat. Tell us what you're actually, because you might be fundraising yourself, in which case, it might be something that we want to get involved in and back. So do tell us what you're doing and where you're streaming from. That would be lovely. And hello to those just joining us on Periscope again and Twitter.
Hey,
hello.
Twitters.
So do tell us where you're coming from, where you're watching from, where you're streaming from, what kind of things you're doing today. I believe there's a quiz on 1 p.m. lunch as well, coming up on Wednesday, so a bit of a pull for 1 p.m. lunch. On there, so if you're on Twitter and you do play along with the 1 p.m. lunch on Wednesday, there's a murder mystery quiz as well, so do check out that. So yeah, tell us where you're coming from. Are you trying to look out and see who's talking to us on Facebook as well? That's hard, isn't it? We've got to try
it's really hard. We've got YouTube, Twitter, Facebook,
Periscope. Everybody's up at the same time.
Hey, we've got 11 views so far.
11 views on Facebook as well. So hello to everybody on Facebook.
Hello on Facebook.
So well done, Leslie, if you're watching, for getting the last 2 quizzes right. You are one of very few people to get the last one.
Yeah, you're on it.
I think you're it.
You're
it.
You are it.
You are it. You are the only person who got it right. But it is still live and available to play because there's 5 Ginger Dead Men to play for. So it's well worth having a go with that.
Leslie, you can't post the answer 5 times. That does not count. You will not get all 5 Ginger Dead Men. It's not fair. You're too clever for everyone. Okay, so
you need to put the live stream over there so we can see what people are talking to about us, because at the moment we don't know whether anybody's actually answering questions about where they're from.
Q&A.
Q&A. Any questions? No. Any selfies? That's what I'd like to see. Turn off selfies.
Selfies are enabled.
Selfies are enabled. So if you're watching us on Kickstarter, you can chat on the selfies. That would be fine. And who's watching us? Probably ourselves.
I think it's ourselves.
Ourselves watching.
Don't be disheartened. Emma, you need to join in on this one.
It says go live on air to viewers. Are we not live? I thought we were live.
It says go off there otherwise. We've had viewers.
That's fine.
I've got you live streaming.
You're live streaming. You're probably watching us.
Featuring Emma's wrist every now and again in this corner.
As she reaches round.
Oh, no. It's like you was in a movie theatre going for a slide.
Yeah, we'll get there. So,
what we're going to do?
Periscope's really quiet at the moment. Everybody's obviously doing something because there's nobody talking at the moment. We had 5 at one point. Share broadcast. I just want to share it. Share broadcast.
Sunny and share.
Select all. Share. Right.
There we go.
We'll get there eventually. Periscope will eventually catch up with what's going on.
That's fine. I'll have to do this in my phone. Start sketching.
Start sketching.
What is this?
Can you sketch on it? Oh yeah, you can sketch.
It's amazing. So hello everyone. How are you? There's lots of love sent your way.
Oh, that's really cool. Can I do that on mine? No. That's because you've got an iPhone thing. Hello, welcome to who's just joined us on Periscope. Lovely to hear from you. Tell us where you're streaming from. That would be lovely. We can have a natter. We've got a couple of quizzes going on, and we're chatting in the office. And if you want to know what a murder mystery company does over its lunch break, now is the time to find out. We've just killed our baked beans.
Yeah, we decided to eat lunch 15 minutes before we go live and
Mainly see it
without
see it
setting
dribbling.
any of the camera stuff up. So it was like 2 minutes late as we panically plugged in wires everywhere.
Yeah, it's a bit complicated when you try and do everything at once. And I haven't got beans down my front, which is a nice change actually.
It does make a change.
Although Periscope does make me look fat, I need to sit up.
It's the angle.
It's the angle.
Hey, how you doing?
Or pregnant. It makes us just fat or pregnant. Which
When
I
you
hope I'm
gave
not.
birth to this child, what would you swap it for? Sophie's choice.
Sophie's choice. What would you swap it for? Because you've not answered that question.
I haven't. I don't have children myself, but if I did, I'd probably trade it for a really good Indian meal.
Yet. Okay, what would you swap Toto for? And Toto
Nothing.
being the baby in your
Yeah,
family.
see?
I know. If I had a
Won't
child,
swap your
if I had a
baby.
child, I'd swap it. I'd exchange it for Toto having the same lifespan as me.
But it'd just get really arthritic and
No,
it'd be
no.
like one of those awful things where you like make a wish and everything goes horribly wrong.
So
And
it's just
just
like a
like-
corpse
so it's a
walking
corpse.
around. Not zombie, more vampire. So it was like he was eternally like, I don't know, 8.
And trying to bite your neck.
God, this,
It totally ate and just trying to bite your neck.
Yeah.
Because he's like a vampire and he can only come out at night and he dissolves in the sunlight. So you turn into a
Stop
vampire.
ruining! I didn't go, well, you know, your dog would just come back and it'd just be the skeleton just hovering around. What's that dog called from, is it the Bone Men? Bone Men?
I was thinking more of the dog that was on that.
Or it's the 2 skeletons that live in the closet.
No, I was thinking of that dog on the that Transylvanian thing where the kid brings his dog back to life
Yes.
and the dog's like falling apart all the time. I don't know why I said mighty to that. Tristan was just heartbroken about the fact the dog died at the very start of the film. And that ruined it for him. That and the fact it was in black and white, and I just cannot see the point in watching black and white films.
I remember one year my mum was like, oh, you used to love the snowman as a kid. Let's watch the snow dog.
Was that bad?
Yeah, it starts off with this mum and son. They move house. And they get out of the car.
Sorry.
Spoiler. It's the first 5 seconds. It's a 15-minute short film. And they get out the car, the kid runs into the house, and then this old, arthritic, small dog that looks like my old, arthritic, small dog, like, stumbles out the car, and the next day it dies.
And that's the snow dog.
I know, and then the kid cries a lot. I cried a lot. I was 22, and I cried a lot. And
I
then,
can't say anything. I can't get through the Lassie trailer without crying, and I can't get through the trailer for A Dog's Life without crying.
Yeah. And he makes a wish, and the dog comes back as a snow dog, but for only one night, so he can have one last play in the garden. Oh God, I'm gonna well up. I can't. I'm gonna cry.
Don't make it worse. No.
Yes, that's the snow dog. Never watch it.
Never watched that. I've never seen A Dog's Life. You went to go and see that, didn't you, Emma?
Oh, you two don't want to watch a dog's life.
No.
No.
We all sat in the office one day and watched the advert for the Andrex puppy, the toilet paper, where it's the old dog watching a home video of him playing as a puppy.
That was bad enough.
We was all in tears. It was such a mess. We were all like, we're okay.
We're okay.
It's not a real dog. It's an acting dog. It's fine.
I know, but it was just and then
So
you think all those real puppies that have been on the Andrew
Stop
advert,
it.
and every single
Stop
last
it,
one
Joe.
of them
I'm gonna
was
cry.
real at some point.
Was real
And
at
then-
some. They're no longer real.
It's not like
anymore.
our murder mysteries where everybody that was
Real.
dead is already dead, and we don't actually kill anybody for real. So for anybody who thinks, and we have been asked several times to kill people for real, and I won't even tell you the time we worked for the Russian mafia unless you ask. Emma in the background,
Emma,
making
Emma.
a brief appearance.
Oh.
Very brief appearance.
Gay your
Somebody's
legs out. Well, you should be in the live chat.
So for those of you who are joining us, do tell us where you're streaming from. Do tell us where you're based, because we would love to know.
And do
mainly because we're
tell us.
nosy, but it would be interesting to find out where you're from. We have worked with people in Russia before,
Hawaii,
with the mafia.
Egypt.
You
can't tell them that.
I had. Well, they told me it was hysterical.
They told you, don't tell anyone.
Don't
but we're
tell
in the
anyone, but
mafia.
we're in the
That was the most
mafia.
offensive accent I could have possibly done. I'm glad I did it live on air.
It was the fact our telephone got bugged for a few months afterwards. We used to have a click on the phone. You'd pick it up, and it was a click. It was properly bugged on the end of the phone, so you'd pick up this thing, and somebody would be on the other end of the phone.
Did you talk to them sometimes?
What? The Russians?
Hey Sergey, how you doing? I know you're listening in.
No, his name was Jonas. Well, Jonas, because he used to shout. He used to shout. You could hear him from one end of the office.
His
to the
name
other.
was Jonas. No, Jonas, because he used to shout.
It was Jonas. Because I remember he used to go, Joe, it's Jonas! And you could hear him from like one end of the office to the other because he'd shout as if like he was calling from Russia, but we couldn't hear him properly.
Like on a can on a bit of string.
Yeah, like,
hello, Joe. It's Jonas. How you doing?
So he used to be like, oh, it was silly. It was silly. He'd talk from a long distance away.
Emma!
Stop killing my screens, the pair of you.
We're not doing anything.
You have. You've. It's all just gone.
We're getting told off.
It's all very well being silly, but I'm trying to work.
Well, we are trying to work. We're trying to raise the awareness of Cosy Killer for the Armchair Sleuth. So for those who are watching, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So for those who are interested in playing a murder mystery game by themselves, because there's nothing worse than wanting to play a murder mystery game and not having enough people to want to play it with you. If that makes sense. If you don't have any friends, if you're friendless and on Periscope or watching live streams because
Jane Chan.
nobody else knows
What are
you,
doing?
then Cosy Killer might be ideal for you because it's a murder mystery you solve by yourself playing alone. So you don't need friends. But if you want to get together with friends, you can solve the murder with friends. So you can take the box, get all the pieces out, have a gin because it's an Indian themed one. So why wouldn't you drink gin?
We endorse the drinking of gin.
Or wine. You could have wine, or you could just have a fruit tea or something.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you like, you can get together and
We're
you
not
can
judging
play
you on
all
your
by
taste
yourself.
of alcohol.
Not judging on the taste of alcohol. No.
No.
Can you see Facebook's still there? 24 people, 11 views. Hello, everybody on Facebook.
If you're on Facebook watching us or anywhere, just make a comment. Say hello. We'd like to talk to people.
Yeah, we would like to speak to people and like to find out about how everybody's doing and what everybody's doing. Pin a link. How can you pin a link? Is that like pin a link to the
It's share.
Is it Pinterest?
It says share, Joe.
Share link. Go on then. No, but beneath it was pin.
Was it?
Yeah, like pin.
Pin a link on message to viewers for 60 seconds. So, if we wanted to link them back to our update, we could just keep copying and pasting it in there.
Ah, that's what that's for then.
That is what it's for. Just tell us when.
We ought to get like the automaton out again. And go.
You're welcome.
They can't see that properly. Does anybody know what that's called?
Well, you just said get the blah blah out.
Well, they might not be watching for that, and they might have just been so taken aback by the sound that it was making.
It is quite breathtaking. It's quite beautiful.
It's cool. I do like it.
Yeah.
Your phone on this side's far too high. Look.
I know. I need to be able to. Oh, I put my purse under it because it's so
Everybody,
fat.
take the money.
It's not. It's really not.
There we go. That's a bit better. Now we've
There
got
you go.
similar rank. Your phone's definitely better for fatness than mine is. My phone just makes me look like I've got a right podge on.
The iPhone makes you look skinnier.
The iPhone makes me look slimmer.
With the Android makes you look a bit like the Indian I've eaten yesterday. You can
And you
see
had rice
every.
today.
I know.
You see every.
I'm
every
a rebel.
Limb. Every limb.
What is wrong with me?
So do have a chat. Ask us
Good
questions. We'd love to know.
Yeah, we would love to hear all about you because we've done a live stream to hear about you.
Yeah, to find out what you're looking for, what kind of interesting thing is you want to know. That would be great.
Yeah.
You could take a selfie. Look. Oh, we can take a selfie.
Oh, will it interfere?
Oh,
3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh wow, can we? Have you got like?
Go wild.
Can we
There
see?
we go.
We're on. We're on. One sec.
We're on. We're on. We're on.
There's 2 videos of our face. Send a selfie. There we go. Your selfie will appear in a few seconds. This could be interesting. If you're not on Kickstarter, you're missing out.
You're
on
missing
the
out. Look, the selfie's appeared now. Look, it says
we're at
big
the
little
bottom.
red.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah, selfies are well worth having a go. If you're not on Kickstarter, go and have a look on Kickstarter and see the selfies because it's just crackers. But you can do that at the same time as Emma could do one from her computer if she was watching. She could send a selfie of herself.
She's not even listening to us. She completely zoned out.
So is it? Well, that red dot on selfies, does that say? Oh look, turn
There
on.
we are.
We're there. Selfies, sending selfies. That's quite cool.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit like self-deception.
It's a bit like looking in the mirror, really, isn't it?
A really distorted, horrifying mirror.
We ought to do that with everybody else and just go and watch other people and then just go on the other people that are alive at the time.
Go watch our live stream instead, like written on a piece of paper.
Oh, there's somebody. Yeah, do send us a selfie. We've just worked out how the selfies work. So pop on, send us a selfie. We'd love to know who you are. We've just worked out by sending ourselves a selfie from our selfie sender.
God, don't say selfie anymore. My head's gonna explode. Ha. So,
We're busy. So chat. Ask us some questions. We'd love to know what your questions are. And do tell us where you're coming from, where you're watching, because we're trying to work out what times are the best times of day to speak to people in the US and people in the UK. Yeah. So if you're watching us on Kickstarter or on Periscope, do just send us some information about where you're watching from.
Where do you come from?
Because it's rude to be quiet.
Where do you go?
Yeah.
Where do you come from?
Where do you go?
Where do you come from?
Can't I joke?
I think there was a bit too many where do you come from in there. I think we need to reshare stuff. I don't know how to... Oh, hello, Twitter people. There's two of you. Delia Cazzato. I'm sorry, I've just murdered your name. My name's Della. It's very similar. So, how are you? Where are you from? Talk to us. What are you up to?
Yeah.
We're here rambling on about a Kickstarter we're doing called Cosy Killer.
And somebody told us you'd have to be on for a good hour to catch everybody, so you have to keep repeating things over and over again, and then gradually people understand what you're talking about, and then gradually they start talking to you. So we're still waiting on people actually chatting and asking questions. Do you want to be a detective? What kind of thing? What is the most detecting you have ever done? What kind of is, have you ever found something you weren't expected to find? Or have you ever needed a detective for any reason? That would be really interesting if you're somebody that's lost your phone, or you've lost your daughter, or you've lost your dog.
Your phone or your child. You don't have to relive that experience if you've lost your child. You don't have to talk to us about it.
No, but it would be interesting where you're coming from in terms of detection, what kind of detection you like. Are you good at solving puzzles? Are you a really good puzzle solver?
Do you want to do murder mysteries, but there's not enough people together at the same time? Because Cosy Killer is like a one-person murder mystery, and it's a subscription box, so you get it to your door every month, and you find out clues and puzzles and codes.
It's really cool. It's really cool, and you follow basically the story of a woman who's been stuck in India and disappeared, and then you've got to try and work out what's happened to her and where she's gone and who might have killed her, without giving too much away. I'm guessing she's dead.
I'm guessing she's dead as well.
I'm guessing she's dead. Hi, dear Sammy.
We're just talking about a subscription box murder mystery for one player.
Hello. Where are you coming from?
The internet.
The internet, I know, and we've got lots of love as well coming our way. Do tell us where you're watching from. Are you watching from the UK? Are you watching from the US? We had somebody on the other day from Australia, didn't we, who was busy chatting to us from Australia.
It was like Australia, and then we tried to do accents and it turned out terribly.
We won't try and do an accent.
No.
Although my son's gone to school dressed as an Australian this morning, and he said, "But Mummy, I'd like to try an accent. What do Australians sound like?" So I came up with my Australian accent.
I guess you just went, "G'day."
G'day. Japan! Wow, we've not had somebody from Japan before.
Oh, you'll know what this is then. Because this is from Japan.
Play it. What was that? Was that meant to be something?
No, I'm just pressing buttons because I was holding it in the wrong hand.
Is there a particular hand to hold them in?
Well, that's the one where I put the notes on.
Ah, right, okay. Japanese. It is Japanese. Do you know what it is? Was that a tune?
No. I've just made it up.
It's not a karaoke machine anyway, so
no.
What other things are popular in Japan? That's a popular Japanese.
I don't. I think I know, but I don't want to just be stereotypical and say Hello Kitty. But Hello Kitty seems to be popular in Japan.
Hello Kitty's massively popular in Japan, isn't it?
I'm
hungry.
I am with you on that.
What time is it in Japan? Is it tea time for you? Tea time. What tea time?
I'm going to Google time in Japan just for you. Just in case you don't want to look at a clock.
We've just eaten our lunch here.
It's 1 o'clock. 1 p.m. here.
Well, 1:30 p.m. isn't it?
Japan time. Let's have a look.
It's so funny, isn't it, how you don't get half times. You don't get like
It's
half an hour
9.
forward or half an hour back.
It's
half 9 at
9.
night. You should have eaten by now. You should be on to supper. You should be on to cocoa and biscuits by now.
Have some snacks.
If
Have
you're
some
hungry.
snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should definitely be on to something. But if you're in Japan,
Are
you
you-
might love a murder
Where-
mystery.
Watch this segue. Are you hungry for murder? Because we have a murder mystery box for you. We're
It
called
comes
Cosy Killer.
through the post. We ship it internationally, and you can play it by yourself, or you can gather a group round you to play it. So that's what we're talking about, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's a murder mystery box that arrives like a subscription through your door. So like you would get Grey's boxes or sushi through your door regularly, or I can't think what they have in Japan that you would have on a
My name's
subscription.
Asami.
Asami.
Hello, Asami. Are we pronouncing that right? Asami? It's a very lovely name.
It is a lovely name.
Oh.
I bet it means something. Does it mean something? Oh, Della's putting up Cosy Killer where we're streaming from. So is the link in the Twitter feed? It probably is, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I think. Yeah, it is. I'm Della,
I'm Joe.
and we do have a third person hidden. Oh, I'm caught.
Hidden away in the office.
Emma.
Hello.
Her name's Asami from Japan.
Hello. Oh, hello, Japan. Gosh, that's a long way away. Hello.
Where's Floss? She loves the dog. Where's Floskin?
Plus.
Oh,
Give me it.
She says I was just watching from the other side. Oh, does she mean she loves dog as in she's going to eat
No.
one?
Oh, that was offensive. Oh.
As in terms of what she was going to have for tea. I was just thinking, you wouldn't have one of these, would you?
In one live stream. Carry on. That's Floss. Floss the collie.
Floss the border collie.
Yep.
She could have the boss mug now. I've just gone and turned off Periscope by accident.
Well done. Well done. So we're live on air. We've been live on air for 30 minutes.
Are we happy? Yes.
Very happy.
Very happy.
Oh, I can sketch.
We're always happy. We can
I
sketch.
can
You
sketch.
can sketch on yours, can't you? And I can't sketch on mine. That's a really unexciting image that you're seeing there on that one.
Hello.
That's really cool that you could do that on yours. I can't do that on mine. Adela can sketch like little hearts and things on her Periscope
Hello,
feed.
Periscope people. So, if you've just tuned in, I'm Della.
Thank you very much, Asami.
This is Joe, and we are from Red Herring Games.
Yep.
We're a murder mystery company in the UK, and we are professional murderers.
Professional assassins,
Yeah.
which is an unusual thing. You don't
Job
often
title.
find somebody A that's prepared to admit they're a professional assassin,
Yeah.
and B that is one for real.
We've been-
And not only are we professional assassins, we're award-winning professional assassins.
Yeah, we was talking
We've
about
won
how we
awards.
worked for the Russian mafia and they bugged our phone for a week, which is a true story.
It is a true story.
It is a true story.
It is a true story.
Yeah, so we're currently just promoting a new game we have called Cosy Killer.
Well, we've got loads of people joining us over on Periscope, so thank you for joining in.
Hello,
and do tell us
Periscope
where you're
people.
coming from, where you're viewing from. So do
yeah, talk
tell
to
us where you're from. We've just Asami's just joined us from Japan, so she's been chatting to us on our other Periscope feeds. We've got two running at the same time. We've got Della and me. Australia! Well, I won't put my Australian accent on for you. My son's just gone to school this morning and said he's got to be an Australian.
Ohio, USA. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. So we've got everyone from all
We've
over.
got Japan, Australia, America. And we've got nobody from the UK yet, which
I
is,
know.
considering we're based in the UK, that's quite poor, isn't it, really?
Yeah, we're doing like a murder mystery at the moment where you get a box through your door every month with like codes and cryptic clues and puzzles, and you got to solve a murder from it. It's called Cosy Killer. Ooh.
North Korea as well. Hello! I didn't think they were allowed to tweet Periscope from North Korea.
I don't think they'll have internet.
I don't think so.
We've got loads of people joining who I know I've blocked, so I'm very sorry that you're all blocked, but there we go.
There we go. Oops. Hello, Kim Jong.
Kim Jong from North Korea.
Oh. Wow. We
did have the Russian
world
mafia,
leader.
so we can. Don't tell anyone.
We kept it secret.
We keep it secret. America's the best. I think Australia would say no to
Fight.
that one.
Fight.
Fight.
Please
Hi,
don't
where
fight.
are you coming from? Another world. Wow, another world. That is pretty impressive, actually.
You look like a Martian. I'm going to say Mars you're from.
If you join us on Kickstarter, plug for Kickstarter, you can send selfies as well, which you can't do on Periscope. So if you go onto Kickstarter and look for Cosy Killer, that's what we're in the middle of promoting at the moment. And Kickstarter, you can send selfies. Name: Joe.
Della. And we're from
Red Herring
Games. There we go.
But we're also promoting Cosy Killer. So if you go onto Kickstarter, if you just Google Kickstarter.com and then just type in Cosy Killer in the search box, you'll find us on there as well. We're chatting on there live too, as well as on Periscope. And this is Floss.
This is Floss the Border Collie.
You girls are gorgeous. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Flash titles. I know, flash titles. I'll get rid of you as well. Thank you very much.
Flash titles.
I know.
I think you wanted us to flash our titles, but there you go.
Flash titles. See, this is the problem when you've got a little bit short-sighted and you can't quite see the screen. But I can see it well enough when I lean in close enough to actually just block
flash
people.
my titles. What does that mean? Never mind, just close it. Just close it. You're on the wrong website.
Get rid of people. It's amazing how many people you block on Periscope. It's only when you start Periscoping more often that people just crop up and they're black. They can't comment or say anything because they're blocked.
Oh, does it pop up as black when they're blocked?
Yeah, I've blocked people
Koala.
already. Cola? Is that where you are? Hello?
I'm sorry if I've just said that completely wrong.
Or is it koala's Australian, but cola?
Keep trying to say it. Keep trying to say it. This is entertainment. This is pure entertainment.
Get back to work. Well, we are working because we're busy trying to explain to people what our Cosy Killer, unless that's Emma just joining us to tell me off. Yeah, just telling people what Cosy Killer's all around.
So, Cosy Killer is a game. No, sorry, meant to say lol.
Oh, right.
She didn't mean to say koala, she meant to say lol.
So we're in the middle of crowdfunding Cosy Killer, which is a fab murder mystery box that you can play by yourself. So most murder mysteries you need to play with more than one person in a group. And this is the first murder mystery box I think that's come through that you can play totally by yourself. No, I'm married, sorry.
Hamid, I'm afraid that we can't be a girlfriend because we're not girls. We are girls, I'm really sorry. But yeah, it's a murder mystery box. It comes through your post once a month, and it's got cryptic clues, puzzles, trinkets, codes that you've got to work out to solve a murder.
And the back of it all is a murder mystery that you've got to try and solve who's killed who within it. And so it's a bit like build your own boat, but at the end of it, you're actually building a case for a murder rather than building a boat. So by the end of the 12 months, you'll have worked out exactly who's killed Marie and what's gone on with that. So, hello, Krusty Baker in Oz. In Oz! Krusty Baker in Oz! You must be Australian as well. Hello!
Your short-sightedness gets better.
Poor Marie. Better. Yeah, she's bad. Your kids will love it. Yeah, it's aimed at, you can play it with families, so if your kids would like it, so it arrives once a month. So the idea is, over the course of the year, you can gradually build together like an instant board if you want to. So we've got one set up in our office, just a temporary one.
Can we see a demonstration? Now, because we are funding it at the moment, we've got an instant board set up.
You can just about see it, she says.
Yeah, as I block everyone else's screen.
There, try and point to the right place. Did you see our Cosy Killer instant board set up there?
We have, Emma, could you pass me the code? Just the symbols. That one? Yes, please. I want to see a slight demonstration. She's unpinning it.
Unpinning from the board. So this formed a competition. So because we're in the middle of crowdfunding it, there's competitions live on our Kickstarter page every day at the moment.
So this is just like very simple kind of preview because we haven't got the actual one set up. So there's things like this that you'll get through the post, obviously a better version
not like this is like me with a piece of felt tip on a brown bit of paper in the office. Yeah. This is not what it's going to look like.
You'll get an actual thing, and this is like codes, and from this you'll have to work out what it says. And you've got to try and figure out what this letter might mean, if this letter is important. You'll get other stuff through, like postcards.
Yeah, everything's going to be, because it's set in the 1930s, everything's going to be like 1930s vintage. So I don't know whether you can see things like that. So it's going to be sort of original looking information. So stuff that would have been around in that period. So you'll get tickets for boats. You'll get odds and sods, interesting bits and pieces through the door that'll look original.
Yeah.
We're in discussion with the National Archives and the Victorian Albert Museum to license images from them, and we're in discussion with artists as well, because a lot of these things that you buy that would have been a reel from the period, they've actually been artistically sketched and drawn.
Yeah.
So those kind of things that we can hire in artists to do for us, and we've got a lovely lady who draws.
Agatha Christie. Exactly.
Agatha Christie. It's exactly like an Agatha Christie game.
More...
It's like, so if Agatha Christie was still alive today, this is the sort of thing she'd be doing. So she'd be doing these kind of, because it's what we do now. People don't read as much books. It's very much a quick fix.
People like to be involved more than just the reading of books nowadays. So we decided to do a very immersive kind of murder mystery where you play the detective, and it's up to you whether you get the answer right or wrong. Well, at the end of the 12 months,
you'll find out whether you're correct or not.
Yeah, we tried to do it so you could either play on your own and get the box a month and work it out. Or you could once a month.
No, but we could be. Della would be the mother. No, we are just about the right age for that. But no. My daughter's a lot younger than Della.
And a lot more stroppier. Hello, if you're watching. Sorry.
It's interactive with others. You can make it interactive with others. So what you could do is, as the box arrives, you can gather a group around you. So as a group, you discuss the box. Anna White, hello, Anna.
We know you.
So you could gather the box and gather a group around you. So like how women meet for book group every month, and you've read a book for 6 weeks, and then you get down and you discuss the book. So what you could do is the box arrives, everybody has a look at the box, and you discuss what things could be, and you might sit down and puzzle solve it together and work out what's related to what.
And you try and figure out what this means and this says. We've got, like, another example is we had a letter written in Latin that people have to translate and things like that. It's very solve the puzzle yourself, and it's not going to be
so it's not going to be really easy to solve. So the idea is you've got 12 months of this, and then sometimes what you need to solve the box before might be in the box that's coming. Hello. Sometimes you might find that the box you had 3 months ago has a missing piece to what you now need 3 months hence. So there'll be things in there, things you've got to try and understand. And also we're trying to keep things fairly historically accurate as well. So I'm doing a lot of research to try and get things historically accurate. So as well as a murder mystery you're solving, you're also, if there is a dog, as well as solving a murder mystery, you're also kind of learning a bit of history from the time period as well. So it would be really instructive and historically accurate and all that kind of bits as well. So it's good. It's a good thing. So schools might enjoy it as well. So it's not just for people. Oh, there goes the dog. There goes Emma's computer. This is Floss. Floss is the Cosy Killer dog.
This is the office dog.
This is the office dog. Look who's over there, Flossie. No, not that way. Not that way. This way. There she goes.
What's the cost? Okay, so.
Well, on Kickstarter at the moment, because we're in the middle of crowdfunding on Kickstarter, the costs are much reduced. So anybody, domestic, it's international. We do post international because everything we do is international. So if you go on to cosykiller.com and then look at the Kickstarter link, which is underneath the first bit on the page, the Cosy Killer pledges are all there. So at the moment you can pledge, and it's basically first in gets the best deal on it.
Yeah.
So you can pledge, and you can get a £300 pledge will get you the whole box for the year, once a month.
Yeah.
And £25 will get you the first box, just to give. Yeah, cosykiller.com. Thanks for typing it out.
Thank you.
So you can get the £25 on the Kickstarter pledge will get you the box, and it'll get you a chocolate bar, I think, and notebook and pen.
A ginger dead man.
And if you're on here, you'll get gingerbread man as well. How'd you come up with the name? Because we're clever.
Yeah.
We love the Cosy Killer name. We just came up with it.
We was in the office and was like, okay, we want a murder mystery that's Agatha Christie-like, and it's cozy. We want a murder that's kind of cozy. What? Cosy Killer?
Cosy Killer. Yeah,
there we go. Get the website quickly. Get the website.
Get the website. So we have got the websites, and we've got all the Twitter feeds and everything else. We managed to get it really quickly. So we were the first people to come up with that, and I thought that was really odd that we were the first people that came up with such a cool name for a game.
Yeah, we just wanted basically a murder mystery that you.
I'm a writer. Della's an actress.
Yeah, I'm an actress.
Acting
so
hands.
if you do join the Cosy Killer, and we're thinking about doing this high tea event where you get to meet the suspects possibly during the course of this 12-month game.
Yeah.
And I'll probably be one of the actresses you meet there, one of the suspects.
Yeah, you'll become one of the suspects.
Did I do it? Who am I? You'll have to.
Whereas I'm one of the primary writers for the business, so
Mhm.
I do a lot of writing. So it'll be me that'll be predominantly writing this particular plot. So I've written for Agatha Christie Festival. I've written
Crime Fest,
Crime Con. We've just Crime Con's games running this
Indianapolis.
weekend. Do you think? don't you?
Yeah.
Crime Con in Indianapolis are having a game, which is what inspired. We look guilty. Dreadfully.
I am guilty. No, I might not be.
So Crime Con is running this weekend in Indianapolis, and we wrote the game for Crime Con. So this is what inspired Cosy Killer, really, because Crime Con were looking. You have a degree in filmmaking. Wow. Professional writer and actress there in the UK. Yes.
Yes.
You're an editor.
Wow, we've got so many creatives.
We
watching.
have got loads of creators. It's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where are you all from? Are you all from? We've got. So I know we had somebody from Australia. We had somebody from Japan. And somebody from America earlier.
and someone from North Korea.
And do you know what? That's another one that gets blocked because I can read that.
I'm afraid.
No. No, we don't.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Malaysia. Wow.
Malaysia.
So somebody else from Malaysia. So Cosy Killer's delivered internationally. So we can
It'll go to all
it'll
those
go to
locations.
all those locations.
Not
And we've got
North
a reduced.
Korea.
We've got a reduced. Yeah, probably not North Korea.
I'm a chemist. Well, I used to work in a pharmacy.
Agatha Christie used to work in a chemist. That's how she came up with all the poisoning plots.
The more you know. We're
The more
full
you
of
know.
useless
Useless
facts.
facts.
We'd be great in a pub quiz.
We would be great in a pub quiz. So
Yeah.
all those things, yeah. So join us on. If you join us on Kickstarter, you can send us selfies as well. So if you look up Cosy Killer, if you're interested, look up cosykiller.com and then join us on Kickstarter because we're live on Kickstarter as well, and you can send selfies to us to say, oh, hello.
Yes.
We've tried sending a selfie to ourselves, which
It
it
got really
works.
confusing.
It works, but it is a bit confusing. But yeah, if you check that out, then you can pledge really early doors and get a really good deal and
discount,
good rate.
yeah.
So when the box goes live, it'll be more expensive than it is on the Kickstarter.
It's
because
going to
that's a fun
be
thing.
December by the time we
By the
sort
time we
out.
launch
The
it.
first box will be in December.
Your selfie is scary.
Ours
Well,
was worse.
try sending it on Kickstarter, then we'll see, and then we
Yeah.
can say whether or not your selfie is scary.
But I think you've got a dog. I've just missed it. But I think you had a dog as your profile picture.
For those who are getting a bit
I
confused,
can't
we've got
see.
2 Periscope feeds running, so we're actually answering questions on both.
So
So,
we've got
um,
Periscope, Twitter, Kickstarter, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, so we're actually live on 3 things at once, and Emma's on the phone to a client as well. So there's like loads of things on the go in the office.
Our main job before Cosy Killer, we also do dinner table
parties.
murder
Yeah,
mystery
shall I go
dinner
and find
party.
it?
Yeah, so if you can see in the background, we've just got stacks of dinner party games. And also do events where actors such as myself will go to a location and die, and people have to solve who's killed us. Yeah, so you only die
Standard
once.
dinner party game. This is a James Bond themed one, but you need 12 people, so 12 players.
But Cosy Killer, you only need one.
So boring, but
So you only need yourself. You get a box to the door once a month with codes, translations. You have to solve it.
Puzzles.
Yeah.
There'll be all sorts of odd things in the box as well. What we're doing is we're trying to make it really immersive, so there'll be lots of touchy-feely things in there. So there might be feathers from a peacock. It's not a board game, no.
No.
These ones are dinner party games. If that's what you were thinking about, that's a dinner party game.
So you get scripts in there, and people have to act out the characters.
It's like a role-playing game, but not like a Warhammer role-playing game. So you get like a
Murder.
script, and it says in there, ask so-and-so this question, and you ask them that question. So it's very much semi-scripted. So it's not like you suddenly become that person and have to like come to think on your feet and try. We do those as well. I write those to order for people, but they're really complicated for people to play. So these ones are dinner party games,
But
and then
Cosy
Cosy
Killer,
Killer. It's not a board game. It's a box of packed full of stuff that you get every month. Not even Cluedo, no. So it's a box packed. Cluedo's like a what's missing game. If you think about it, it's like you try and work out what's not in the hands of everybody around the table. So Cluedo's a bit like a card game, but Cosy Killer is more like a puzzling thing. So it's more like trying to work out what's happened. So you're the detective, basically. If you imagine that you're a detective, that's what Cosy Killer is.
Yeah.
So you get given all the evidence, it just gets fed to you, one after the other, and you've got to try and sift through the evidence, work out what's important, what isn't important, what looks like it could have been important but probably isn't.
Like, oh, I've got a postcard here from someone called Betty, and who is this Betty? Where does she come from? Who is she? And then 3 months down the line, you might get another box that has
A similar handwriting.
but in code or in Latin starting and you're like, oh, what's
or
this?
there could be something like you might get a leaflet
I've
through
no idea.
about
She's
clothes. You
14
might think, well, that's a very
already,
nice advertising leaflet. I
But
don't know
I
why
can't
she's
see
kept
more
that.
details
But
to
then
my group.
scribbled in the corner, there might be a notation that actually murder mystery where you get a chapter a month. Yes, but it's not like a book.
Exactly, Anna Whitehead. Thanks
It's
for
not
that.
like a book, Anna. It's not like a chapter. It's not the chapter. It's not a chapter. It's not a chapter. You get given stuff through the post, so you get all the evidence. You have to sift it for clues. You have to work out what's going on. So we're not going to tell you what to do with it. We're not going to tell you what to do with the evidence. It's just going to arrive, and you've got to work that out for yourself.
Yeah, you might get a key on the first month, and then the 11th month you might get a lock. We're not going to tell you what to do. You just got to put them together. You got to keep it and build on it and work out who done it.
And you might want to put a notice board up in your house as you keep going through the year, incident board, and gradually connect the dots and work out who's doing what throughout the year. There's loads
There's a
of
ribbon to one photo to another.
You know, all the things that you see that they do on detective dramas that actually in real life they probably don't.
Yeah.
Those kind of things are things you'll probably want to do yourself because you'll be trying to build this picture of what's going on. So you might have suspects up, and the suspects might change over the course of 12 months as you've met new people and deleting other people. So imagine if you're doing, I suppose the nearest thing to explain it is a bit like a choose your own adventure book where like at the end of page 3 you've got a choice of you could do this or you could do that.
Go to this page,
go to that page, but it's even less structured than that. So you just get given the stuff and you've got to work out what
Figure
to do
it
with
out.
Figure it out for
We're
yourself.
not helping you, we're not babysitting you, we're not holding your hand.
Which is why we've got clues and quizzes up on our Kickstarter page, and basically you've got to decide yourself how you're going to deal with those and what sense you can make of those quizzes.
So even if you're not in a position where you can put money to pledge our game, by all means check out our Kickstarter because we have free quizzes where we have like riddles and
things you can win.
questions, and you can just win Ginger Dead Man, which is a gingerbread man but a murder mystery one. So yeah,
and do share it. We'd love people to share our Cosy Killer. Damn, sounds really interesting. It does. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you do share it. So if you find it, there's an option to share. So do share the Cosy Killer. So crowdfunding for us is as much about raising awareness of the programme that we've got coming up, because this is definitely going to go to production in December. We've got the Kickstarter up now to raise awareness of it now. And if we don't get funded in this sort of funding stream, because you're only allowed to go for 30 days, and it takes a long time to raise awareness of something like this over 30 days, and we haven't really worked out how long it takes to explain something like this to people who've never heard of it before as a concept. So we're kind of treating this as our first funding cycle, and then what we're going to do is we're going to sort of have a 3 months pulling it all together again, and
making a prototype box so we can actually show people this is what you'll get, figure it out.
And then September we'll relaunch the Kickstarter again, and then we'll be signing people up across our website between now and September.
If we get funded or not, we're definitely creating this box. So cosykiller.com if you want to check out more. We're going to hopefully set up a mailing list so you can just get an email every so often to let you know when we're starting it. And there we go.
And if you're interested now, just I don't know how you get a hold of us actually through Periscope and Twitter, but if you tweet me
at
Cosy Killer and tweet us or DM us, and then we can then add you to the mailing list. So as the mailing, as we start getting nearer and nearer the launch date, we can let you know when it's coming up. Or if you want to pledge early and tell everybody else to pledge now, we'll be able to get it funded in this funding cycle, in which case it will be launching on time, as we expect it to launch.
December is when we're hoping to launch. But we've been on for 55 minutes?
55 minutes chatting live about it, and a lot of people are interested. So,
so
it's just a case of raising the awareness of it, telling people about what's going on, and seeing what we can do, really. Sorry about leaving across you then, I was just seeing...
It doesn't tell you, it never tells you who's watching on Kickstarter. But
somebody's watching on Kickstarter. It would be really nice if they could just say hello and just drop us a line as to where they're watching from, because we're trying to work out what are the best times of day to stream to people, so people know... I'll be better talking to people at 1 and we better talk to people at 2, because obviously we're on British summertime at the moment, and I know the Eastern Seaboard's on Eastern Daylight time.
So in New York it's around nearly 9 o'clock, so people are starting to get to work, so the viewers dwindle as they get into the office.
So it's good to know where people are viewing from at different times, and we've picked up Australia, Malaysia, Japan, North Korea.
Kim Jong-un blogging onto Twitter.
Popping along, saying hello. So it'd be lovely to know where people on Kickstarter itself is actually watching from, also where you guys are watching from on Periscope, because that's the kind of thing we need to know. And on Facebook, obviously, everybody's probably not around, and then we'll see how everybody goes from there.
So but no, thank you for joining us as we explained Cosy Killer to you. We're glad we've got some interest, and we're glad you enjoyed this. And sorry for our ramblings, but yeah, we hope you have a fantastic rest
And
of
when
your
are we
day.
back on again, Della? Because I'm coursing tomorrow.
I'm not here tomorrow. Maybe so I'm back Thursday.
So I might be able to set up some of them. Yeah, thanks very much.
Thanks for sticking
well, I
with
might
us.
be able to set up half of this. I can probably do the Periscope bit at my end
Okay.
on tomorrow when I get back from my course. So I'll just pop in. It'll just be me.
Yeah, just follow us on Twitter, and we'll tell you when we're going live.
Thanks very much.
See you all.
See you all.
Bye. And we're going off air on Kickstarter. Goodbye. And we're going